Tell us about this exhibition.
Well, it's called Journeys because every piece has something to do with a journey of some sort, day to night, summer, winter, emotional journeys. And this is my mother. Sort of the centerpiece of the exhibit is I've done a bunch of artists and my mother from early to later. Sometimes the gap is up to 50 years, so there's that big journey.
I actually curated the show with Miggs, and he knew just where everything should go, and it was really such a pleasure to work with someone who had the whole thing visualized in his head before he even got everything here and up on the wall. And I think everybody will be thrilled to see these works. They're very different and unusual, and people aren't familiar with this kind of photography, and I think that's a treat.
What do you guys think of the exhibition tonight?
I think it's really fascinating. It brings back the technique is like breaking open a Cracker Jack box. When you used to move the little toy you used to get, he just modernizes it and brings it into the now. It's fantastic.
I agree. It's a fabulous show. Miggs does unbelievable work. He always has. He's very creative. It's very unique. I've never seen anything like it. And he gets great images to superimpose on each other.
I think it's a great idea. It's interesting just from a technical viewpoint how he's, with these ones with the young and old portraits of the same people, how he's managed to match up the eyes, not to be, just simplistic about it. It seems some of them are a little bit more connected for composition, and some are a little bit more statement about, some kind of change going on, like that couple looks like they're having some sort of a personal issue. Although I think I like this piece the most because not only is there the transitional aspect of it, but each of the two separate images appeals to me the most, I think. The amount of white, the way it's broken up into three pieces, but overall it's a really interesting and nice looking show.
I really think it's terrific. I know Miggs and I know his work, and I'm always amazed by what I see. And the work that I see here, and Miggs knows I'm his biggest fan with this Lenticular, but I think that the portraits are really wonderful and have tremendous potential outside of this gallery.
Yeah, these are kind of freaky.
They are.
What do you think about the show?
Well, I'm just taking a look at it now, so until I go through it.
Cool. We'll chat after.
Okay.
Cool.
You see it differently depending upon where you are, which is really nice for a piece of artwork because it's constantly changing. It constantly kind of moves, moves with you.
When they were older, and then if you look when they were younger.
What do y'all think of all this?
It's very interesting. It's good, I think
I don't know though, it shows you how you age. I don't know if that's so good or not.
Well, the art now is so creative. I mean, it's so individualistic. It's very subjective. You see all kind. We go to silver mines sometimes, the art guild up there. They have like cut glass and all kind of crazy things.
How did y'all hear of this show tonight? In the paper? Or?
It was in the library, and then he gets it online too.
Well, it's amazing how they get it on there.
The outstretched hand kind of makes it all come together.
It's fabulous. I'm trying to figure out how he does it.
How's it going thus far?
People here, they're all. There's one of the artists. Anybody want to talk to? Congratulations. Congratulations. Right there. Great show.
I bet my young picture is younger than anybody else's. I was 14.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I admire what he does, and I think the whole concept is wonderful. But it's scary. I mean, you have to be very accepting of the fact that you've grown a lot older. There's 60-some years here.
Well, I think you haven't changed at all. I think you haven't changed at all.
Bullshit.
Neither of us.
No, I said.
Oh, you know we need a picture of Roe
You know you're doing something right when there's more people in the actual exhibition than in the cheese wine room.
I love the show, and I especially loved the personal touch of the people in the lenticular portraits actually being here live for the presentation, for people to see them here. And I thought the people who did this were really in a good place with themselves. You know, it shows a lot of character and enlightenment that you would allow yourself to be in a pictorial that really is a pictorial of the wreckage of time, and especially women. My hat is off to the people who volunteered for this.
I've heard a bunch of people say they've never seen so many people here for an exhibition.
You know, I mean, I was thrilled with the turnout, but to be honest, they had double booked the room to a cross-dressing convention, and so most of these people were. They said, well, we're here, we might as well look at the art. But you know, there's like 8 of my friends, and then all these cross-dressers, which was kind of fascinating. It'd be fun to look at the video later and see if we can pick out, you know, who's who. But
what's going on with the future of Miggs B Enterprises?
Yeah, well, I have like I think 400 shows for my cable TV show, so I'd like to just one by one edit them down and put them up there for just send them out. I mean, they're just sitting on decaying 3/4-inch tape, so the sooner I can digitize them, that'd be fun to do. There's just old stuff, and I look 30 years younger, so what's the harm? You know?